Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, dear Mr. Sulfajeri. I'm Wida Priyana as moderator of Group 5 will introduce the another group members. First is Anis Jihan Hamidah, second is Eka Oktaviani, third is Erna Gusti Lestari, fourth is Nila Kartikasari, fifth is Putri Ayu Masuda, sixth is Putri Puji Lestari. On this occasion, our group will present English assignment entitled The Effect of Pandemic on Economic Development Increasing. Well, to short the time, I invite Anis Jihan Hamidah to present her presentation.
The effect of pandemic on economic development increasing. The impact of the COVID-19 pandemic has greatly affected economic growth. The existence of quarantine policy, social distancing, and large-scale social restriction (PSBB) greatly affect the activity of the tourism and manufacturing sector, causing slowy economic growth. The workforce is reduced, unemployment and poverty are increasing, which costs state revenue in the form of income tax (PPH) to this year, and also the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic has caused a decline in investment number in various business sectors. Uncertainty due to this pandemic has caused many people to hesitate to start investing and entrepreneurs too.
The first time that COVID-19 was discovered in China, it brought China's trade activities in a negative direction, so that it had an impact on the world trade flow and system, and also had an impact on Indonesia. The decline in palm oil and coal, as well as import of other raw material from China, can affect export activities in Indonesia, so that it will lead to lower price for mining goods and other commodities. The impact of COVID-19 not only disrupted Indonesia's export and import sector, but also affected the trade sector, namely from tax revenue, which also experienced a decline. This has a very serious impact because the trade sector tax revenue has a major contribution in boosting state revenue, to be precise, which is the second largest.
The pressure of tax revenues affect the income ratio rate by the government so that it is quite hampering the funding of the planned program. The pandemic condition that require restriction on mobility and activities have also prompted budget reallocation and budget refocusing. Apart from being based on income pressure that are not in line with previous projection. So, the government needs to anticipate it by revising the tax revenues target, as well as economic growth projection and other macro assumptions. Moreover, during this pandemic, the government also issued a lot of incentive. The government has rearranged the allocation of state revenues in the 2020 state budget for revenues and expenditures, because the target of the state budget is estimated to be difficult to achieve.
The next impact is in business patterns and the application of unusual business models. Restriction on access to community mobility to meet in various activities, including business and economy activity, have resulted in the growth of a shift in the current business model. The conventional economy shift, which was previously predicted to take time for implementation in the community, turned out to be in a pandemic condition like today. All parties are required to adapt to the new business model, and the less significant impulse in the use of information and communication technology. The COVID-19 pandemic has forced everyone to no longer carry out conventional activity. Restriction on gatherings, restriction on crowding activity are trigger for the need for innovation with the use of technology.
Indonesia is fighting against COVID-19 by modifying its regional quarantine policy into large-scale social restriction that are local in nature according to the severity of the province, district or city. During this pandemic, the world economy and Indonesia experienced a slowdown. the government strategic assessment institution predict Indonesia go way below or even negative in 2020. To that end, the government seeks to schedule a new normal policy so that economic impact of the pandemic does not cause a prolonged crisis.
Information and communication technology is a bright for all parties to continue to survive in various conditions. Adoption and implementation of information and communication technology in the economic sector is inevitable. The application of information and communication technology is not only monopolized by certain circles or high-class entrepreneurs, but has become a need for all circles today. However, it becomes an obstacle for business people who have not been able to adapt and implement information and communication technology in their business. Technical barriers and other things are a challenge for every business person at every level to survive in a pandemic condition.
The local government and the central government need to be aware of the real conditions that occur in the community. The government needs to be present and provide breakthroughs and assistance so that the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic in the economic sector do not continue and increasingly negatively affect people's life at large. A few presentations from our group. Thank you for your attention, and if there are shortcomings, please forgive me. Good evening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.